is Ziyad Shuaibu, and the name of my hack is AI Emergency Call Center Agent. In Nigeria, emergency call centers are understaffed and sometimes cannot cater for large volumes of calls entering, especially during critical moments. People often have no access to timely emergency support, leading to preventable losses and delayed response. Also, as a result of the dwindling economy, a lot of call center agents see the job as a career in transit and are not as passionate as they should be as call center agents. For context, just last year, myself and my boss were in his office and were having a casual conversation. I then remember the time when I was in Lagos and there was a house that was burning and nobody there knew the call center number. Eventually, when we got the call center number, the fire agency came, but the house had completely burnt. So we did a research and we got the newly instated call center number, which is 112. We called and noticed that we were put in a wait line, and I think we were number 46, hoping for it to count down till we get to number 1 and then our emergency is tended to. We never got to number 1, the call cut before it reached there, and we noticed something which was very strange. While it was counting down, wait music was playing, and myself and my boss were shocked. So, peradventure, we were in a real emergency. That's how we'll be subjected to wait music, and that was when the idea for this hack was born, which is an AI-powered emergency call center agent that instantly answers calls, gathered vital information, and routes urgent cases to human responders, ensuring faster, smarter, and more reliable emergency support. So basically, how this product works is, once the AI answers the call, it immediately starts gathering information, and real time is transcribing that information and sending it out to the agency that's responsible for handling the emergency. So there are some questions that might be in your minds, which is, why does it route calls to humans? Well, there are some cases that might be complex for the AI to handle. There's a human agent on ground that immediately is the AI automatically routes the call to. And also, using Nigeria as a use case, there are some times whereby emergencies might be reported in traditional languages. The ETC also helps for hiring better, more focused, and more passionate agents. Technologies used: we have the Telnix AI Assistant Builder, which is responsible for call handling and emergency categorization. We have real-time transcriptions and Telnix user-friendly dashboard. This tool was originally thought of to be built off of a dashboard, built on its own actually, and the tools that would have been used from Telnix are the transfer tool for human and AI collaboration, which will handle rerouting for complex cases, and also the human agent will be responsible for monitoring AI calls that are handled by AI. Webhook for integration with existing systems like computer-aided dispatch and land mobile radio. While those two might sound sophisticated, we were hoping to use toned down tools such as Slack and Gmail, hoping that the agencies responsible for handling the emergencies will be able to view the transcription that is sent to them, and then they take on the emergencies that are sent to them. Use of insights and conversation history to improve AI learning, so the AI learns from each call that it takes. Let's jump on the demo. Right here on my screen, we have the setup for the AI agent. It says its name is Alicia, and it's basically telling it what it is and what it's supposed to do. Set up the voice and personality, speech characteristics, call functionality instructions, initial call handling, call categorization, how to handle cases that come in, whether it's a simple case and whether it's a complex case, information retrieval, system learning and improvement, and all the like. Set all those things up on the dashboard right here. Also, we assigned the number to it. I bought a number and assigned it to it, although the number is not active right now. If I keep calling it, it says user busy. So let's try to call it on the dashboard right here. See that the call is not going through. So what we'll just do is we can make do with conversations that I've had with it in the past, which was yesterday. So we'll move to a conversation I had before I bought the number, which is this one. And basically what the conversation entails is, ECC, was your emergency? That's what it said. Immediately picked the call. I said my house is on fire. It starts asking for more information. I give it my location, and once it gets those two things, which is the emergency and the location, it immediately sends that out to the agency that is responsible for handling the emergency. So it asks for more information so that it tells the agency while they are en route to the location, and then they are able to get ready for the emergency that is on ground. So I told it, yes, my baby is inside. she's very little, so it got all that and sent. So it's still asking for more information that it can send out to them, and I wanted to give it a situation where only a professional body can handle, which is an electrical fire. So it got that information and send that out to them. So it's an example of a very good laid out conversation that I had with the agent. And then we'll move on to another one that happened after I bought the number. So right here is proof. I used my own personal number to call, and the call went through. So ECC was an emergency. Said there's an ongoing bank robbery. Thank you for calling. Says, oh, the name before was Sabrina. I had to change it. Location, got the location, and once that's gotten those two things, like I said, it sends the information. So it tries to get more. I told you the name of the bank is Exodus Bank. I said Exodus, but it got this. This is one inconsistency that has been noticed. Also tried to give it more information this time around, telling that there are casualties. So I said 2 people were shot, but it said shocked. And then got all those information and sent. Also tried to give it more, then trying to tell you that there are hostages, but it got boxes as well. So full of inconsistencies here, but it did the job regardless. So yeah, this is my hack. Also, another use case is using vcon to identify the sentiment of the caller. So there are cases where callers are calling to report domestic violence, and sometimes in those cases the instigator of the violence is present with the callers. So most times the information is not passed clearly, but then vcon can be used to identify the sentiment of the user that is calling, and then help will be sent out to that user's location. So yes, this is my hack. Thank you very much. Bye.